Opening the charge port. The charge port is located on the left side of Model 3, behind a door that is part of the rear tail light assembly. Park Model 3 to ensure that the charge cable easily reaches the charge port. With Model 3 unlocked, or an authenticated phone is within range, and in park, press and release a button on the Tesla charge cable to open the charge port door. You can also open the charge port door using any of these methods. On the touchscreen, touch controls and touch the charge port icon, lightning bolt. On the touchscreen, navigate to controls greater than charging greater than open charge port. Press the bottom of the charge port door when Model 3 is unlocked. On the key fob accessory, sold separately, hold down the rear trunk button for 1 to 2 seconds. Use voice commands to open the charge port door, see voice commands. You can also use voice commands to close the charge port door, and begin or stop charging, plugging in. If desired, use the touchscreen to change the charge limit and the charging current, see charge settings. To charge at a public charging station, plug the appropriate adapter into the vehicle's charging port, and then connect the station's charging connector to the adapter. The most commonly used adapters for each market region are provided. Depending on the charging equipment you are using, you may need to start and stop charging using a control on the charging equipment. If you are using the mobile connector, plug into the power outlet before plugging in Model 3. Align the connector to the charge port and insert fully. When the connector is properly inserted, charging begins automatically after Model 3. Engages the latch that holds the connector in place. Shifts into park, if it was in any other drive mode. Heats or cools the battery, if needed. If the battery requires heating or cooling, you may notice a delay before charging begins. Note: charge port light. White, or light blue, the charge port door is open. Model 3 is ready to charge and the connector is not inserted, or the charge port latch is unlocked and the connector is ready to be removed. Blue, Model 3 detects that a connector has been plugged in. Blinking blue, Model 3 is communicating with the connector. Either Model 3 is preparing to charge, or a charging session is scheduled to begin at a specified future time. Blinking green, charging is in progress. As Model 3 approaches a full charge, the frequency of the blinking slows. Solid green, charging is complete. Solid amber, the connector is not fully plugged in. Realign the connector to the charge port and insert fully. Blinking amber, Model 3 is charging at a reduced current, AC charging only. Red, a fault is detected and charging is stopped. Check the touch screen for an alert, charging status. Charging status displays at the top of the car status screen when the charge port door is open. Time remaining, the estimated time remaining to charge to your set limit, see charge settings. Charging, the current power of the charger. Charging rate, the maximum current available from the attached charge cable. Range gained, estimated increase in driving distance achieved in the charging session. Driving distance, displays the total estimated driving distance or energy percentage, depending on your display setting, available. Blinking amber, Model 3 is charging at a reduced current, AC charging only. Red, a fault is detected and charging is stopped. Check the touch screen for an alert. Stopping charging. Stop charging at any time by disconnecting the charge cable or touching stop charging on the touch screen. To disconnect the charge cable, press and hold the button on the connector handle to release the latch. Pull the connector from the charge port. The charge port door automatically closes. To disconnect the charge cable when using an adapter at a public charge station. Unlock Model 3. While holding the public charging handle in one hand and the adapter in the other hand, press and hold the button on the public charging handle and pull both outwards, removing the handle and adapter at the same time. Press and hold the button on the charging handle again to release the adapter from the public charging handle.